Hey, howdy, hey, folks. Can you believe the technical difficulty today? We've been momentarily interrupted, but we're back. And in case you missed it, we're at the epic climax, at the culmination of everything we've been building to. That's right. But wait, there's more. Yes, we Tiki gods are not on our side tonight, so excuse that. But we're back with the big tie-breaking the big tiebreaker question that our competitors Pile My Cake and Tiki have opted for, where me and my two judging cohorts, Jacob Weil, Sandy Claus, will vote on the winner. And the question we left off on was, what is the best Disney ride song? Grim Grinning Ghost, or It's a Small World. And it was kind of a quick draw question in which Pi got Grim Grinning Ghost. Then Tiki had It's a Small World. And we're tied, deadlocked. It's 3-3. This next point is for all the marbles. So when Pi starts speaking, of course, it'll be 30 seconds, then a 30-second statement, then 15-second rebuttal, and that's the way it goes. To quote the great Andy Kaufman. Okay.
All right, so going back to what we were talking about in the last question about environments being the most important thing in a ride. No song Disney has ever made has such a feel to it like Grim Grinning Ghost. That song just exudes the same fun and spooky atmosphere of Haunted Mansion. It would not be the same without it. You couldn't do something else. Whereas Small World, you could very easily just do some new song about unity or do the country's national anthems. Grim Grinning Ghost is iconic.
You don't do a new Small World song. What the hell are you talking about? No. I don't care how much of an earworm it is. I don't care how much people make fun of it. Small World is an iconic piece of music. And here's the thing. Small World is timeless. Grim Grinning Ghosts, yeah, it's fun. It draws you into the mood. It also has kind of a corny 60s surf rock guitar vibe to it. Whereas I feel like Small World, you could hear it over and over, and it's as classic today as it was when it was first written.
At the end of the day, people like Grim Grinning Ghosts. Outside of some big Disney fans, people don't like Small World. I worked at Disney, and that was routinely something guests would complain about. People love Grim Grinning Ghosts in the Haunted Mansion, though. It's iconic.
I mean, yeah, I just feel like in terms of pop culture, like Grim Grinning Ghost exists within Haunted Mansion. It's part of Haunted Mansion mythology. Small World is the bigger anthem. Small World is like a prayer for peace, and that's what it should be. It's the more important song.
Boy, oh boy, we got some good statements on both ends here. I do feel we did lean on the word iconic in both, but nonetheless,
a little bit.
Nonetheless, both well fought, both equally well defended.
We'll go to Sandy's point first, so we can go.
All right, Sandy.
Well, there were points that you guys didn't touch on that I would have liked to see very, very much. Both of those points, the main points being how both of your songs can be interpreted differently. With Grim Grinning Ghost, that's also the ballroom music. That's also the main theme for the entire mansion, not only the graveyard. And with Small World, that's interpreted like countless times into different languages throughout the attraction. I didn't hear any of that once. Dragon, yeah, iconic was definitely used way too much because sure, how iconic a song or something is, it definitely helps, but it doesn't really make it better. I mean, it's a tough draw, but I like what you said. It's about the piece and everything. I feel Small World is definitely just globally more appreciated song, even if it's not technically something people commonly appreciate. Grim Grin Ghost is kind of it basically just fits within the context of the mansion, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna have to give it to Tiki.
And with that, Sandy, you're free to go.
All right. Thanks, guys. I had a great time.
Man.
See you around. Thank you for your
Bye.
service. Get out of here.
See ya.
Jury duty.
Blackmail, pink slip, eviction note. Okay, anyway, sorry. Okay, let's work backwards. So Jacob, Jacob, who you voting for? Who you like? Who you giving jury duty?
Let's see. For the longest time, though, I mean, I won't let my personal. If I let my personal bias get into this, I would definitely go with Pi. But and though he did raise a lot of good points, I did like Tiki's point about like it being a more culturally significant song, especially considering today's tumultuous world the way it is. If it probably means more now than it did back then. Even if it was written like probably during like the Cold War or like preceding that, it's like it means a lot. It means even a lot today. So, despite my earlier judgments, Tiki won me over in the end.
All right.
All right. There's points for Tiki and me. My bumper sticker has pie on my cake emblazoned on it. So yes. So that means Tiki, it's 2-1.
Any particular reason, Dragon?
Oh yes. Again, I was kind of getting into it before Sandy had to kind of hightail out of here. But honestly, what came down to, again, I think Tiki had a number of good points. Again, aside from my comment from both sides. I think Pi just had fundamentally a really solid point where he said, that people just have a tendency to love and appreciate Grim Gun and Ghost more. I mean, I think I'm not factoring this part into the argument, but just look at this. It was a really quick, for those watching the last episode, there's a real instant quick draw to Grim Grin and Ghost. It is very popular. But again, looking at what was said about it, even inside the park, there's appreciation. There is some complaints. It is infamously an earworm, as Tiki cited. So again, Tiki had some good points. Sounded vaguely recycled from the boys. Doesn't mean they're untrue, but regardless. My vote's for Pi, but hey, what do I know? The other two judges voted for Tiki. So Tiki,
your opinion's bad, and you should feel bad. I'm just kidding.
Right. Okay, so it's 4-3. Pi was this close, just as close, more close than I am to looking like Keith David, but he was very close.
And I wish you luck on the Keith David transition.
No.
I hope that goes well.
That dream. There are other dreams. There's the Mark Hamill dream, but regardless, guys.
Some of us could sound like Keith David at least.
I got friends on the other side. No. All right. You fought tremendously well, and again, it was any man's race. It came down to the tiebreakers. You guys both went the distance. Hooray! Let's swarm the arena with all the 70s Rocky cheese and filling on the side you love. So it's a boy. You guys both did an excellent job. Yeah.
Thanks. Well done, Tiki. Well done.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the folks at home?
Yes, Dragon. There's 3 simple words that I'd like to say. 3 simple words, all right? Are you ready for them?
Yes.
It's so good.